Hi, hello, and welcome into my reselling channel, Flippin' Hippos. I'm Star. Today is Monday, so we're doing a what sold on all the things video. I'm going to show you some of the highlights of our sales from the week. We are volume bread and butter sellers, so we sell a lot of very identical stuff all week by the volume, which is kind of boring to look at. So I just pull out the highlights, the exciting things. And sometimes I pull out some of the boring items because they have a teachable moment with them. This is a teaching channel. So without further ado, let's jump into what I have pulled to look at this week. I've got highlights from February 6th through the 12th, and I've got highlights from eBay, Poshmark, and Etsy and whatnot. I sold a couple, actually, Mercari did pretty well last week, but it was just bread and butter, plain jewelry and plain plush and comics and things like that. But as far as exciting or unique, this pendant was pretty cool. It's a smoky quartz pendant. And in last week's highlight reel video, I did talk a little bit about pendants and how well I do with them and how I price them just as much as a piece of costume jewelry that's an actual necklace. I can get the same amount for just the pendant without the chain or anything. If the pendant is unique enough and if it's awesome, it will sell. And I actually, now that I'm paying attention to it, that I've been talking to you and pulling them up to look at with you, I think I sell a little, just as much, if not a little bit more in volume of pendants than full-on necklaces. And when I get my boxes of jewelry from WhistlePig, I buy all my jewelry from WhistlePig on Etsy. The ratio of necklaces to pendants is like a whole box of necklaces and a bag of pendants. So I'm listing less pendants, but I'm selling just as many, if not more. So I think it still goes to say pendants are very popular. They sell well. They sell for good money. Are you going to find the same ones as me? No. But should you be looking for pendants? Yes. Should you be passing them up? No. And if you buy wholesale jewelry, don't look at the pendants and go, oh, there's no chain. They're not worth money. They are. List them. If you want to get a bulk box of jewelry, I purchased from WhistlePig Market on Etsy, and she has a code HIPPO that you can use for 20% off. This is not an affiliate code. I don't get anything from it except that I get to use it too, and we all benefit from the discount. And she gives me really great jewelry. I like pretty much exclusively just buy from her. So all the jewelry you see on these what solds, and if you come to my whatnot shows where I do the unboxings, that's all from her. This is Walmart. I'm showing this to you not because it's an exciting highlight, but because I want to prove the point that I sell Walmart jeans. I sell Walmart tops too. People think I'm funny or I'm joking. No, I sell Walmart jeans. I sell Walmart tops. All in with shipping. These were $20. That's what I get for American Eagle. The all-in price plus shipping and everything for American Eagle, Gap, Old Navy, $20. And I get the same amount for Massimo from Target and for Walmart. Because somebody had bought these in the past. They're no longer available at the store. They like the jeans. They come online to look for them. If you have cost of goods as low as me, 99 cents, don't pass up. I wouldn't get size 8. These probably came in a thread up, to be fair. But when I do go thrifting once a month with my local eBay group, I look for plus size. Especially the blouses, the Walmart blouses. You can get $25 and $30 for those. Disney Castle Collection Princess Ariel Mermaid Dress. Isn't this the cutest thing? I don't source children's clothes generally on principle or on purpose. This came to me in a wholesale lot. I actually bought out one of my friends. I'm always telling you, I have like 3 or 4 friends I've bought out recently in the last year. But if I had seen this actually on the rack, I would have picked it up. So I was excited to get it in that box, but this is something I would pick up on purpose. Disney princesses are always popular. Ariel's popular. You can see I got $38 for it. So this was a good flip. And then I wanted to show you not to overlook selling your damaged items. So I'm going to talk about my damaged jewelry just briefly. Sometimes you get jewelry that's broken, the chain's broken, or a missing earring, or the beads come off the chain. All of these things happen. So I have a box, I call it my bits and bobs, and I've been saving up. I started jewelry in 24. My box is almost full finally, but I may not sell it all together. I might split it up. But anyway, you can sell the bits and bobs, the pieces, the DIY for crafting, jewelry parts and bits. There's a million keywords you can use. People sell that for like $10 a pound on Etsy. Now think about that. I pay $6 a pound for wearable, sellable costume jewelry pieces. And I can sell my broken bits, missing earrings, all of that together in a big bundle for like $10 a pound. So when I was starting to do that a couple years ago to save my bits and bobs, I thought, why am I not applying this to jeans? I had only started selling on Etsy around the same time I started selling jewelry. So the first 7 years of my reselling career, I was not on Etsy, and I really didn't have that mindset of thinking, would a crafter buy this? Is this DIY? But once I started selling on Etsy and I started selling jewelry and thinking about all this, I'm like, when you get a ThredUp box or you get a wholesale box of jeans from Goodwill Blue Box or wherever you get it, sometimes you get home from the thrift and you realize, oh man, I missed this. It has a hole in the crotch or the zipper's broken and I didn't see it. You can end up with damaged clothing in all kinds of ways. Why am I not doing this? I asked myself. Why not save them up until you have about 5 pounds? 5 to 6 pounds is still decently priced for shipping with ground shipping. You can see I have $10 on this, and these weighed right over 5, so 6 pounds. So if you find that you end up with damaged jeans, put them together in a lot. Sell them at the 6 to 10 pounds. Ground shipping is still pretty reasonable. And these are damaged. I mean, these are seriously just for the denim. Now, crafters love denim. They make all kinds of stuff out of them. So I just put jeans, assorted scrap crafts, quilting, DIY, upcycle, job lot. Great keywords. I sold this for $18. Is that going to buy me a new car? No. But was I going to just throw these away or redonate them or something? Yeah. So did I make like $10 profit on items that were trash? I sure did. So don't overlook things like that, especially if you sell on Etsy. Although these sold on eBay, right? Go figure. Easter dress. We're coming up on spring. We're coming up on Easter, and my little girl's Easter dress sold. This came in the same bulk buy as the mermaid dress, so they were together. New with tags, cute as can be. It has lined, oh my gosh, dresses are so cute. So it is a little Easter dress, and size 3T, sold for $13. I think I made like $8, $9 profit on it. This is a vintage white shell beaded necklace. Came in one of my costume jewelry lots. Sold for $33. I do find that anything with shells, anything that you can say beachcore or surfer about, and the Rastafarian jewelry for men do really well. These earrings I just shipped out this morning. These are really pretty. I mean, these are just stunning. Let me see if I can show you. It's just all these different threads in there and beads. These are just so stinking pretty. They're handcrafted, so they did sell on Etsy. The most remarkable thing about these beautiful ladies is that they sold for $24, and she paid another $26 on top of that. $2 more than the earrings cost to get them shipped to the UK. I will never not be mind blown by what people are willing to pay for shipping on Etsy for the international stuff. Vintage Dandy Sweetheart Teddy Bear. Valentine's Day. Why are these not? There we go. He's got a heart. It says Happy Valentine's Day. He's super cute. He's got a date on his foot, 2004. He is just so cute. Now, he's really big, 22 inches. So just about almost 2 feet tall, the size of my kids when they were little, right? I mean, he was really big. And he sold for $30. He shipped in a box. And I sincerely hope they get it in time for Valentine's Day. I'm pretty sure they did. I think this went out last Friday. But he's just so cute. Don't overlook these giant bears. I know I've talked about that on this channel a lot in the past. But these holiday-themed bears, even the Walmart, here we are back at Walmart. But any brand, if they're these big 2-foot-tall bears or any animal that's specific for Valentine's Day, Christmas, Easter, if you find them discounted after the holiday or for a low enough price or thrifting, they absolutely do sell. The jumbo plush holiday, especially jumbo holiday plush. Look, another pendant. This one is a handcrafted dichroic glass cross pendant. I used terms such as artisan, spiritual, and religious because this one is a cross. It is beautiful. I love dichroic glass. Most of the dichroic glass I get are just pendants too, without any chains or anything. And they're just so beautiful and unique. You can see this one sold for $28. You can get pretty good money for these. And then I still haven't figured out how to show you my Whatnot sales without showing you my buyer's address, which I'm not going to do. So I just want to show you a couple of the little guys I sold on Whatnot this week on static sales. My little troll guy, this little Victoria's Secret dog, and this Build-A-Bear bunny, and the Hallmark bear for Valentine's Day. Not for very much a whole lot. All of the plush that I have moved over to Whatnot in my for static sales, I've put on Whatnot for half of the original price I wanted on eBay. I kept it at the original price on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and elsewhere. But if it can clearance out and move on Whatnot, that's great too, because it's helping me build up the amount of sales and reputation and feedback I have over there. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns about anything you saw in this video or reselling in general, please let me know. I do answer everybody. Thank you for watching today. Please hit the subscribe and the subscription. I already said subscribe. Please like the video and subscribe to the video.